Hello guys. Sorry, I think now, yeah, I was testing the connection, sorry. Now I think we can start. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin, of course. In my previous video, my technical analysis this weekend, as I said before, I was expecting a bounce. Actually, now you can see the bounce, right? I didn't take this trade because I don't trade weekends. But it's fine. I mean, everything is looking as expected. So now we are gonna discuss what's next, right? Okay. First of all, we have some bullish and bearish things for Bitcoin right now. I'm gonna start with the bearish, the bullish things. Okay. First, we have a buy signal following the system, right? Following our system, we have a buy signal here in this area here today. I mean today. The confirmation is gonna be tomorrow. We have a bullish a buy signal following the squeeze momentum indicator. Yes, but you know this is just one component, right? So the second component is the price must be above the MA55, so it's not above the MA55, so it's just this a bounce, something like this, right? I am expecting Bitcoin is testing again the MA55, and for now we will know what is gonna be next. I mean, honestly, I'm expecting a rejection from here in the next 24 hours. Not because I'm bearish, of course not, I am not bearish, just I am expecting more sideways before to see something more interesting right now with the price action. One of the reasons why I'm saying this is because I know weekly chart is not great. The biggest difference between this price action and this price action, yeah, here, well, weekly chart was bullish. Remember, weekly was bullish, right? We had momentum. And this one, we don't have momentum. Weekly chart is not supporting this price action. So thinking in this way, so even you see this kind of bounces, remember, we don't, I'm not expecting Bitcoin is going to do something like this. It's not Shiba Inu, okay? I am expecting Bitcoin doing something like this, like a normal assets in waves, okay? So closing, maybe, yeah, the next 2 hours, closing below here, I will say Bitcoin is gonna it's gonna be in sideways, and the bullish scenario here is if Bitcoin does something like this, something like this, we will see a breakout above the MA55, be ready for other bull trap in higher time frames. Why? Well, as I said before, is because weekly chart is not supporting this time this price action. So the next area I am speculating here, if that happen after the pullback, let me be more clear. This is gonna be something like this. I am expecting, this is the bounce I was expecting this weekend, and now the pullback, and in this pullback ABC correction we will see a bounce here, and here in the macro time frames is gonna be like, oh my god, wow, Bitcoin to the moon again, right, to 100k. Yeah, it's the same pattern, always repeating, always the same time. As you can see, it's always the same. So as you can see here, we have potentially this, and also the other scenario is like finally Bitcoin breaking down, right? Yeah. Now I don't expecting Bitcoin breaking down right now. Why? Because in 2 days we have the monthly candle closing. Any close below this yellow box, yeah, it's not good. It's not good in general. If you see in today's Bitcoin closing below this yellow box in $60,000, I will say in monthly chart is gonna close as rejection, and weekly chart is gonna be more nasty actually. And I am expecting in the long term high lower prices. As I said before, I said I am expecting in the long term, I'm expecting $50,000 to be tested at this area. Yes. But as I said, one step by step, okay? This is my long-term target. That doesn't mean like Bitcoin is gonna crash right now, today, if we are gonna see this today, of course not. So, in 1 day chart, as I said, we are actually is looking great for this bounce. The volatility is expanding. Actually, is very bullish. Actually, is looking something great. If Bitcoin can close maybe above maybe $59,000, maybe we will see that this spike to 62, 61. But as I said, I am not speculating right now this move. I am speculating right now other test to maybe $56,000, and from there we will see sideways like here, and from there we will see the resolution of this. Now, keep in mind, like 12-hour, actually the second bullish thing is in this weekend we have this bullish signature, remember? So we have bullish divergences here in 12-hour here, yeah, in weekend. And this weekend I said about this in my private channel, and I was expecting other bounce, and actually now it's happening. Of course, if you are expecting to buy Bitcoin like here, of course not. If you didn't buy here Bitcoin, never. And that is the same for many altcoins. You want to buy right now altcoins, why? I mean, last week they were dropping, so maybe they will, many of them, they will follow Bitcoin, right? If I said, okay, Bitcoin maybe is gonna bounce, many altcoins will bounce, but not now. I mean, now it's too late. So what you was okay, let's enter again to the market. You need to wait for the pullback again, maybe in 4 hours, and we will see what happened. So now I am speculating, as I said, other bull trap in higher time frames. It happened, of course. This is the area, the first area, and the second area is this one, of course. This is the very important area. Bitcoin must close about this area. Yeah. If Bitcoin close any candle close many below 57,300, around there. Actually, I am in short position right now there because I am trading the range in 4-hour chart. If Bitcoin close below here in the next 8 hours, we will see a total trace to maybe $54,000 around there, and from there we will see. So now in 12-hour chart, as you can see here, this is bullish. Actually, there was bullish in weekend, and we see the bullish divergences now. They are playing out right now. That's good, but remember, Bitcoin, you are trading OBB. Remember, the time of OBB is totally different. It's not like other indicators. That's why you will get less and less fake signals if you know how to trade it. So in OBB, I am expecting something like this. Maybe in this week, other test to the MA55 here. In OBB, maybe it's gonna be maybe the first week of December, because remember the timing in 12 hour in OBB is maybe 1 week. And in this test, if Bitcoin is still bullish in this range, yeah, of course, I am expecting another test, maybe even a breakout to the upside, something like this. Do you want to see some examples? Easy, something like this. Now we are in this process right now. We are here in this process. We compare the data. We are here testing the MA55 in 12 hour in 1 day chart, getting rejected again, and from there I want to see, you are bullish, you want to see this move. So honestly, I am not expecting something like that. If Bitcoin comes to goes to $60,000, $61,000, for me, in my personal opinion, is a very good short opportunity, and also a very good opportunity to close your long or short position you are losing now, because I don't know, you are at 20x or something like that, and maybe it's a good timing to get out. Why? Because now we have 1 day chart or 12-hour chart looking decent. That doesn't mean the trend is gonna change. I mean, the trend is not changing. Actually, Bitcoin, technically speaking, right now in 1 day chart is, well, for me it's in downtrend right now, but I would like to see the confirmation closing below again the MA55 in 1 day chart. And honestly, I want to see the resolution, Bitcoin breaking down hard to maybe $50,000 or 48, and yeah, from there I am expecting, like, officially we can say like Bitcoin is in downtrend in 1 day chart. Also, one thing here, in 4-hour chart, yeah, in my private chat and panel group, I said be careful with this, because this is accumulation. Even with this drop, remember, market makers, they can manipulate the price. You can see this nasty downsides, but they cannot manipulate the volume. Well, they can do it, but they have to spend a lot of, they need to spend a lot of money to do this. That's why it's very difficult. So if you can learn how to read the volume, well, you are one step ahead of the traditional traders. So I said, this dump here, I don't know any reason, any news. I don't care the news honestly, but maybe it's because a new thing, something happened in the world, right? And just newbies, they just want to sell, the panic, and oh my god, we are going to zero, right? Yeah, we are going to zero. I remember this guy.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Very funny. Yeah, every time when you see this kind of things, it's like, okay, really? Just be careful with this kind of things. That's why in this channel I don't care about news. I don't follow news. Just okay, I will tell you the news if you show me the chart. So now, 4-hour chart, as you can see here, is actually looking decent here. As you can see here, it's looking decent. We have a buy signal last night. And now Bitcoin is officially testing again the MA55 here, and also the top of the volume here, the next area of the month. Of course, if we see a breaking up, the next one is 60,000, 61,000. Level by level, as you can see, we have 3 levels right now here: $61,000, $60,000, $57,000, and the lowest is 54. So I am trading this as a sideways. What does that mean? Well, in the higher time frames, I am expecting something like this, and maybe in the first week of December we will see the resolution of this, whatever is pattern, triangle, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It's just like that. I'm expecting some. Of course, I can be wrong. Yes, because just say I don't care. I will just go to the moon. Yeah, why not? But I said we are doing this based on all probabilities, and now there is something concerning about 4-hour chart. Actually, no, it's looking healthy. It's looking great. We have yellow bar here. I saw this yellow bar last night. I didn't trade, as I said. I didn't trade. I was expecting a big move, of course. It was a very high volatility. We will see a bounce here. And as I said, if Bitcoin lose 57,300, where is the MA55 in 4-hour, I am expecting all to pull back all the way down to $54,000. And from there we are gonna see if this is a real downtrend or not. Now, you want to trade lower time frames. Well, actually, I am trading lower time frame right now in my case, because I am trading the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, remember, again, OBB is totally different. It's not like other indicators. Even OBB, for the buy signal in OBB, you have to wait. For example, the last one was November 23, and the sell signal was 2 days after that. It's not like normal indicators. That's why you have less sell signals or less buy signals, but they are actually very good. You know how to read it. Now, we have this accumulation. As you can see here, all this is accumulation. Yeah, it's accumulation. But now this pump, yes, and now what is happening right now? Bitcoin is losing the MA55 in 1 hour. That means if the squeeze momentum indicator, in this case, in the squeeze, is doing something like this, and finally in the next 3 or 4 hours we see Bitcoin losing the MA55, you know what is going to happen? Something like this. So actually my scenario is like that. I am expecting this drop, and as I said, outer range from $57,000 to $54,000. This range, I am trading this range. You go long here and you go short here if you are trading, right? Or sell or whatever. Now, in higher time frames, okay, we have the weekly chart, the close. Let me show you the weekly chart. Weekly chart here. As you can see here, we have, I repeated many times, I know, we have these bearish divergences here in weekly chart. So we have the setup range or falling, right? We know Bitcoin in the micro time frames, according to the system, is not going to do a new high this year. Of course, no. But a range possible, yes. What does that mean? Well, Bitcoin can come here, actually came to 53 and all the way to $60,000, 61 or 62, and after that, other sideways like this. That is the best scenario for Bitcoin. Why? Because we want to see something like this, right? Around maybe April, May 2022, around there. But not now. So as you can see, the Bitcoin in weekly chart tested the MA21 around there, $53,000 600 around there, and now it's bouncing. But something like for me is very concerning here is, as I said, we don't have the support of the volume. And also, I don't like to trade MA21 in my case, in my personal opinion. Why? Because it's the most popular it's the most popular moving average, exponential moving average in the market. And many people, they like to trade with this moving average. That's why market makers, they know this. So, okay, people here, they bought here the MA21, bounce to the moon right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if finally from maybe in December we will see other breakdown to here. So, as I said, I am bullish on Bitcoin. Yes. I am careful, very careful. Yes. As investor, I would never buy here. I would never buy here. Why? Because this is the time to cash out as investor in weekly chart. Now, what is happening right with 5-day chart? 5-day chart is bouncing here, as you can see, is bouncing. But something very concerning about this 5-day chart, as you can see here, the volume, all this volume here is almost gone. It's almost nothing. So I can be bullish. Yes, here, yes, of course, yes. If Bitcoin is still in range in this area, defending $50,000 and this area, and we will see something like this. If we see something like this next year, yeah, of course, I am expecting maybe other spike and, well, Bitcoin to the moon, and maybe next year 100K. But I said now I cannot predict the future, so that's why I can tell you the only thing I can say. The things I can see right now. As you can see in 5-day chart, the same area is very important. $57,000, $56,000 is the area like you want to see Bitcoin closing in the next 5 days in December 2. If Bitcoin close about these levels, well, in general, $60,000 to be safe. If we see $6,000 taken in the next, before of the month, this week, it's hard to say. Well, okay, $60,000 is the key. I would like to see $60,000 taken to start thinking, okay, Bitcoin is going higher, right? So as I said, I am not bearish and I am not bullish. Just I am following my technicals. So we in 3-day chart we have Okay, this is interesting. Usually when you see this kind of signature here on OBB, the breakdown here, usually the real short is when you see the breakdown here and the test here. In this test is when you want to enter in short. So if I am right with this, well, Bitcoin is gonna maybe this week to $59,000-$60,000. People will get super bullish like here, like here. And we will see something like this. And the reason for this is this one. Let me show you. There are some examples. There are some examples in 3-day. I think 1-day chart. I show this example before. Every time when you see the breakdown here, the next test is the previous high, the next high, and after that, this is actually a good short. And from there you will see this. Again, same bounce, testing the MA55, and from there, yeah, as you can, well, now you got the point, right? So we can see many examples. For example, this is the breaking down here and testing the MA55, and after that a breakdown. So I am expecting something like that. The only reason why I'm expecting something like that is because weekly chart is telling me I need to be careful. If Bitcoin in weekly chart is doing some, I mean, setup is different. For example, if Bitcoin, we are here, we are in this setup, we are in this scenario, and Bitcoin is testing again the previous high, I will say Bitcoin is gonna break it and we are gonna see new highs. But no, we are in this area, we are here, we are here. So here you will see some some red and green candles, of course, arranged, but in general we respect, I mean, in my case, I respect my setup. In weekly chart is like this, so actually worse because we have a bearish divergence here in weekly chart, so not great. Now the 2-week chart is more long term, and I talk about this I think in my previous video, yeah. And we have a bearish divergence here, almost a confirmation. Maybe let me see, yeah, the first week of December we'll have the confirmation. And if the next candle, this candle, December 6th, I mean 2 weeks from now, we see Bitcoin kind of close above, well, in 2 weeks is like $61,000, 61, 62. You see Bitcoin not closing the first week of December above $60,000, 61. We will see this bear difference in 2 week chart. So we will have 1 week chart with bear difference and 2 week chart. So bullish? No, of course not. I mean, as investor, as a trader, yes, of course I can trade for hour, 12 hour, 1 day, no problem. But as investor, no, thank you. So as you can see here, all the setups, my setups when I talk about these kind of things, is macro time frames. Please understand, when I say these kind of things, it's not because it's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna happen. I am expecting that to see the results in maybe 1 month or 2 months. It's like Cardano. I said Cardano in September. Cardano is gonna hit maybe $1 with 50 cents, and actually, you see, $1 with 49 cents. So I was expecting my technical, because I did my technical analysis in weekly charts, so I was expecting to see results in the next 3 months. Well, we are going to talk about it later. Okay, now, what we are going to do about Bitcoin? Well, in the short term, as I said, for trading, totally fine. I mean, very good actually. Look like, for me, it's looking bullish here. I will cancel my short position in this area if $58,000 with 300 is taken. Of course, I will not take. This is not the moment to take a long position here. Of course not. At least in my style, with my style, I don't take any. I don't buy green candles. Of course not, never. Just I will wait. I will watch a movie on Netflix, and just I will wait for this level to be tested, and from there maybe I will take other short position. Now we compare. I don't believe too much in fractals, but it's just for studying, right? We are gonna study a little bit in this live stream. Something I am expecting is something like here, like this. Here. This is the bull trap I am expecting. We will see. Yeah, Bitcoin testing the breaking the MA55, bouncing here, and maybe 1 week or two just above the MA55. Something like this happened right now here. Something like this. And why I'm expecting something like that is because of this. There is no volume supporting the price action. And the worst thing for Bitcoin is we have bear divergences in all this way. And remember, bear divergences in OBV are different. They will take more time. So we have this setup. So all of this price action for me is just a distribution pattern. Of course, as I said, I can be wrong. Yes. The worst scenario, the best thing for Bitcoin is just holding this as much as Bitcoin, I mean, for months, maybe 3 months. And after that, we will see all the indicators reset for something like this. Something like this. Yeah. And maybe we can start thinking Bitcoin is going to maybe 80,000 or 100K. But for now, this is the scenario I am looking for right now. I am waiting for this. Now, let's talk about altcoins, because now Bitcoin is bouncing. Yeah, I think it will not crash. Bitcoin will not be rejected maybe this week. It will take some days. Maybe it's gonna be around here, maybe 1 or 2 days. In short term, I would like to see some altcoins. First of all, I want to start with Cardano. If you have any suggestion, please let me know in the comments. Okay, first of all, okay, Cardano, I didn't buy Cardano, I don't care Cardano, but I said, okay, is this in the MA55 in weekly chart, $1 with 49 cents, and actually, technically speaking, is a buy. For many people, yes, but for me, no. Why? Because I need to wait for maybe other 1 week, maybe other month or two to see something like this, and after that, maybe in January, February, if Bitcoin doesn't crash, of course. If Bitcoin is not crashing, maybe I will start thinking to wait for holding. Remember, weekly chart is for holding. Technically speaking, Cardano is still an uptrend. Yes. So the lowest price I can see for Cardano is around $1. If this level breaks, well, the hell is next. So in short term, as you can see here, we have buy signal in 1-day chart here. So I will speculate always this is just a bounce. This is just a bounce to what? To keep falling. That's it. Simple. A bounce to keep falling. So maybe the best scenario for this is just $1 with 80 cents, 78 around there, and from there maybe we can see if Cardano is holding here and sideways for maybe some weeks. Maybe we can start thinking Cardano is going to the moon again, but not now, not soon. Okay, now let's talk about other altcoins. Please, as I said, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I want to start with Solana. Solana, as you can see here, well, same thing as Bitcoin. Is we have here the same. Actually, in 1-day chart, let me check. 1-day chart, we have a buy signal, so enough for a bounce. Here, actually, the bounce was here. Continuation. So I will say if Bitcoin is doing something good, something great, and is testing $59,000 or $60,000, we'll see Solana around 200 with $30 around there. If that happened this week, 4 hour chart is still in downtrend. Of course, we have. Let me see, 1, 2. Yeah, potentially we will see maybe other pullback here, and I will say this is to the upside. Maybe, yeah, $2 with 18 cents around there, something like this. Around this area, I am speculating here. Solana is gonna reach in the long term, of course not. As I said, I know sometimes people, they don't like or they say, oh, you are talking always about months. We want to make money today. Well, this channel is, I am a swing trader, so usually the smaller time frame I trade is 4 hour. Just sometimes 1 hour if I see a very easy setup or very obvious. So, but always my way is I'm going to start from macro time frames to micro time frames. So that means if I know weekly chart is bullish, I will start looking for longs in 1-day chart. If I know weekly chart and 1-day chart are bullish, I will start looking for longs in 4 hour. That's simple. Yeah, 3 screens strategy, 3 screen system. Okay, so I know here, for example, Solana is not good in sell signal in weekly chart, so I can trade 1-day chart or 4 hour chart, yes, but I will be very careful, because if this is wanna play, we will see Solana, well, with crashing in some point. Okay, let's start. Let's continue with iOS. Let me see iOS. Where is iOS? iOS here. Okay, 4 hour, 12 hour, and day. Okay, let me check. Let's start with 1-day chart. 1-day chart, we have a buy signal, of course, below the demand zone here in this area. So I will say in the short term, maybe this week, just this week, we will see other tests to the MI55 around maybe $4 around there to what, keep falling. That is gonna be always my trade. 4 hour chart, let me see. Yeah, so yeah, maybe other test to $1, $4 with 13 cents, 20 cents is gonna be the area I will start looking for selling. Actually, now it's pumping a little bit more. Yeah, around $4 this area. This area I will start looking for a pullback around here. And 12 hour, let me check 12 hour. Same thing, same area actually. Yep, $4 with 20 cents, 30 cents is gonna be my area. Of course, as long iOS is below $4 with 80 cents, I am not expecting too much. Let me see weekly chart. Sad for iOS. We have a sell signal in weekly chart, and the worst thing is we have the yellow bar. So that means, oh my god, when I say this in weekly chart, it's not great. Something like this. You can study the past and you see what will happen in the next 2 or 3 months. Okay, so Uni, long time I don't see Uni. USDT, Binance, USDT, Binance. Let me check. Okay, uni. What is? Okay. Okay. Uni. Let's see 1 day chart. Okay, uni is of course we're gonna see the bounce. Actually, this is testing the lowest area of the demand zone here, and of course other test to maybe our 21 or the maximum $23 around there. We have buy signal here. It's not very strong. Support, volume is not supporting this move. I would suggest a bounce to at least test other again $20 in some point. For our well, it's I mean the entry was yesterday. Not now. For many altcoins, the entry was here, like Bitcoin here, around here. You want to enter? You want to buy here? Of course not. This is the time. If you are trading just for hour, this is the time to sell. Actually, you buy here and you sell in the MI55, and that's it. It's your trade. It depends on your time frame you want to operate. Okay, 12 hour. Yeah, same thing. The lowest area of this area actually. This area is the area I was looking for, $19, and this is just a bounce. As long as uni is below $25, actually this is just a bounce, and this is a downtrend. Well, the lowest area of this big area. Now let me see 5-day chart. I wanna see a big picture. No, but in the moment when you see the bounce, just get out. Well, my personal opinion. Why? Because this is the thing I am looking for, rejection. You see this, the next bounce. For what? Continuation. And I will start looking for uni in maybe in the next couple months, maybe around $13-15 around there. Okay, Monero. Let's talk about Monero. Okay, let me see a little bit Bitcoin, because actually I am trading Bitcoin right now. One moment. Still bullish actually. Bobby the new high here. Okay, I'm gonna set my stop loss, because if this is going up, I will get wrecked. Remember, risk management is the most. If you don't have risk management, you will lose. Of course, as a trader, this is the area for shorts, right? We are not going to short here. So if I'm going to lose this trade, it's because I'm going to follow my system, right? My system is not perfect. Sometimes I lose money, I don't lose, whatever. But the point is, in the long term, how much money you can keep from that trade. Now here, okay, I think it's still fine. Let's wait a little bit more. Usually in the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes before the 4-hour close, market makers, they push the price, trying to manipulate the retailers to buy, because it's gonna pump, right? And after that, in the next close, they just reject. For example, here you can see this one. Oh my god, it's pumping, let's buy. Okay, oh fuck. Here, oh, let's buy. Oh my god, fuck. Something like this. Okay, so now let's talk about other coins. Okay, Monero. Okay. 4-hour chart, you said, right? 4-hour, too late. I mean, the entry, you are trading 4-hour, the entry was here. And now you are getting out, actually, because you trade just this small part of the market, from $200.23 to $200.40, around there. Of course, has momentum. Yes, this is accumulation. Yes, this is very obvious what we're doing here. 1-day chart. Let me check. Well, it's a bounce, actually. It's a bounce. Be careful with this, because after you see Monero testing $200 with 46 around there, maximum 250, it's just a bounce to keep falling. As long as it's below this area, as you can see here, I cannot tell you to the moon, right? No. No, let me see weekly chart. I am checking weekly chart because I want to confirm, right? Yeah, bad, nasty. Actually, I don't like it. Let me see. That's in the MI55. 1, 2, 3 strikes. Maybe, yeah. We will see lower prices in some point with this. Why? Because as you can see here, OBB was respecting this trend line. You see, now it's broken this week. So first of all, you need to remember OBB is a lead indicator. If you see something like this, if the price is not doing that, there is a very high probability you will see it maybe in the next week or 2 weeks. Here's time frame 1 week, so maybe in the next 2-3 weeks. But let's see. 4-hour chart, as I said, the trade was here. It's too late now. You are here, congratulations, because if I am trading this 4-hour, yes, I will close here my trade. Why? Because as you can see here, this is trending. So easy. Now let's talk about other coins. Let's talk about Ethereum. What is doing Ethereum? Well, exactly the same as Bitcoin. Ethereum is trading just a range. Is this a range? This and sideways. Yeah, everything is testing here. And now, what is going to happen here? Again to the moon? Maybe. But as I said, you are trading here. The entry was at $4,000, and here around $4,000 with 80 cents. 81. Here you sell here. Technically speaking, maybe you have two options. You can just protect your entry here and just wait for the best. And here in 1-day chart, 1-day chart is looking better actually. Let me see. 1-day chart is looking better, and we have yellow bar. The problem with this is like we don't know the direction, right? That is our job. The yellow bar is something. This is not a secret. It's based on the Japanese index to try to predict. To try to predict when the market is gonna move, because we have sideways. Remember, we have sideways market, we have uptrend, and we have sideways here, and we have downtrend, right? So when you are curious about this, Japanese index is very helpful to identify when we are in a sideways market or when we are going to start in a move. In a trend, a new trend. So I combine this because I like to use an indicator instead of having many indicators. Just I want to combine everything, just put everything just in 1 or 2 maximum, and that's it. Now, if you are trading the range, this is the moment to get out. The good thing here is you are trading Ethereum, you can just hold your position thinking you are around $4,000 and just wait for the best. As I said, as a trader, I don't hope. In my case, I will take my money and that's it. But it depends on the style of the goals. Now let's talk about other coins. AVAX, I want to see is super bullish again. No, use range. Remember, when we have this, it's a range, right? So we know it's falling or range. Actually, that happened, right? So I guess in 4-hour, this is have a buy signal. I think so. Let me check. Well, hard to say actually. Very small range here because we are okay in the next pullback. Based on this on 1-day chart, we will see maybe other test to maybe $1 with 30 cents. $1.30 around here. We will see it. Why I'm saying this is because it's very different. When you see the price is in sideways below the MI55 for maybe 1 week or 2 or 1. Sorry, the 80% of the time frame, right? Maybe 2 weeks or 1 week or a few days, and you see this kind of signature here, it's time to start thinking, okay, maybe this is gonna break out. Of course, I want to see the confirmation. The best way to do this is like waiting for the breakout, waiting for this test, and after that you enter here, and from there to the moon. From here, I will wait. But yeah, 1-day chart actually is looking healthy as long as holding $100. If this asset breaks, the next one is going to be 80, 90, and I will say from there it's going to be a buy, because it's the MA55. Remember, MA55, every time when this asset is testing, we can see a bounces, right? And the trend is your friend. Even Bitcoin crashing, this asset is an uptrend. So I think we will see something good at this in 1-day chart. Let me see. Yeah, maybe other month maximum, because this is 80%, 90%. APAX is gonna start the correction soon, maybe next month. Okay, let's continue with other altcoins. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me see, Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. Okay, BNB. Okay, BNB. I'm waiting for this signature. Remember, I am waiting for this. Still waiting, like Bitcoin. I said about this like maybe 2-3 months before. I am expecting exactly the same thing. If BNB is doing a new high, in this looks like it's gonna do a new high, it's gonna be for selling. Please, I am a financial advisor. Don't get too greedy if you see BNB breaking 665. Why? Because you know what, right? To the moon, right? $1,000, right? This time, and after that, what the fuck? So we are not used. So actually, let me do this because, okay, here we have Binance coin. Here we have Bitcoin. And let me show me. I want to tell me. They are looking almost the same, right? Which one? If I just sorry, they are the same. Let me change this BNB here. Yeah, almost the same. Bitcoin in the left side and Binance coin in the right side. If you move a little bit here, we are with Binance around here. You see, to the moon, right? 100k Bitcoin, right? After 2 weeks, what happened? We see the push to $68,000-$70,000. And what happened after that? Well, welcome to the bear divergences here, and after that, crash. Well, the same thing is gonna happen, or I'm speculating for BNB. Yeah, you are buying BNB because someone told you to 1k in December. Be careful about this. I am telling you this many times. I'm telling you guys these kind of things because I saw it many times. I saw it in 2014, 2017, 2019. Oh my god, I feel like I am getting old in this market. I saw it, the same pattern, always. And I am repeating this because many of the members of my group they don't actually, this is the first bull market they have. So I think more than one, they are super greedy, just buying, sorry for saying this, like, I don't want to be rude, like buying shit, like Shiba Inu, like metaverse coins, these kind of things. It's good that you are making money, but remember, professional traders, they don't do these kind of things. And the biggest difference between a professional trader and a retailer or a newbie is, for example, with BNB, they will make tons of money here, right? The newbie, because they don't manage the risk, they don't care anything, and they are greedy, right? But when the market reverses here, because they don't have risk management, they don't know anything about it, they will lose at least 50% or even more than that. Yeah, or even just they will be even. I mean, like, just they didn't lose, they didn't make money, right? Professional traders, they will see this. They will say, okay, the resistance. They will say, okay, I will buy here. I'm going to wait. I'm going to buy here. I'm going to sell here. I'm going to buy here. I'm going to buy here, and here I'm going to buy. And after that, okay, I have sell signal. Okay, get out, buy. The market crash, and what's the biggest difference is they protected their capital. They keep the money, and gamblers, they don't. Okay. This is a big difference. Okay, now let's continue. Now, as I said, if you have other coins, please let me know, okay, in the comments. Let's talk about the total market cap for altcoins, many altcoins. As I said, let me see one moment here. One day, weekly chart, we have the same signature as Bitcoin, bear divergences, so we can hold any altcoin, not for a long time. Testing the resistance here right now, here, the bounce as expected, month sideways. I think next month we will see the resolution of this. But based on weekly chart, don't get me wrong, maybe I am expecting more downside in the long term. In the long term. Okay, now let's talk about Axe Infinite. Long term, okay, let me see one day chart. Okay, this is very interesting. We have buy signal here for Axe Infinite this weekend. We got the signal around here, yeah. And as long this asset, this coin is in consolidation around here, the only thing I can say is to the upside. The biggest reason is because the price is above the MA55 and also above the demand zone. As you can see, the biggest difference. I would like to see Bitcoin doing something like this. Do you see the difference? The setup is different. Here, Axe Infinite is above the MA55 and also is above the demand zone here. So that means there is a very high probability Axe Infinite at least is gonna test the previous high, at least. Based on this, of course. If Bitcoin just crash, of course, forget it, because it doesn't matter. You have a very good setup in altcoins, they will be destroyed. Why? Because if Bitcoin just is bad, everything is gonna be bad. At least 90% of the market. One day, 3-day chart is holding $100 with 23. Yes, yeah, I think holding the MA21. Yeah, I think in macro time frames for me, this is looking more a distribution pattern. To be honest, I don't like this price action. But well, never mind. Okay, let's continue. Let me see, what time is it now? Okay, we have just 5 minutes left. Sand, I remember Sand. People are asking me about Sand. Okay, weekly chart, I guess is bullish. Yes, super bullish. I will buy this, of course, never. As investor, never. It's very funny, right? People, they want to buy one this like this because they will think they will be millionaires, they will become millionaires, but they don't want to buy here. You really trust in your project, why you didn't buy here, right? That is my question, but I don't know. Okay, weekly chart is bullish, yes, but for one reason. OBB, the slope is getting negative. Bad. Second, we have yellow bar. That means is yellow bar, that means is that this is potentially the top of this move. And the next big direction, you know what, is reversal. Just using price action. Okay. Now, 3-day chart, we have bullish momentum, yes. It's very healthy, yes. Maybe $10, almost $10 maybe. From there, maybe we will see a pullback. In general, any pullback you have in this coin, Sand, for now, is a buy. Because the trend is your friend. Okay, remember, weekly chart is for months. 1-day chart, bullish, yes. I will buy this, no. No, if you want to buy this in 1-day chart, you have to wait maybe on 1 month. In 4-hour chart, let me see. 4-hour chart, the buy was at this weekend, actually, here around $5, and now you are selling. Why? Because you are trading 4 hours, you buy here, and the previous high, okay, buy. Well, this is my personal way. Of course, if you see other push to the upside, we will have a beautiful bear divergences here and something like this, right? And this coin just to the moon, to the ground, sorry. Okay. Now let's talk about other coins. Let me see, Cake. Cake. Very strong bounce, actually. $10 it was my target. 12. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this is just a bounce in 1-day chart to keep falling. Easy. Something like this. Don't get me wrong. Cake is one of my favorite assets. If I see Cake around this level, personally speaking, I will start accumulating. If I see something like this, not here. Audi, let me see. I never heard Audi. What is that? Audi, KuCoin. Okay, 1-day chart, I don't have enough information. 12-hour range of falling, okay. 4 hour. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. For me, I mean, technically speaking, it's a buy in 4 hour. I will buy this? No. Why not? Because the risk is super high. One thing is, in weekly chart, I guess, is too new. Yes, we don't have data. So, if you know how to trade with price action, okay, maybe you can do it. But if you don't know how to trade with price action, well, I will say wait for a while. I don't know your position. I don't know where do you buy. But the buy right now here using the volume profile is $15. The resistance is around 17, around here. Now, 3-day chart, let me see. Yeah, 15, 17, 18 is the resistance. 1-day chart. Okay, it's easy. If as long Bitcoin, this coin is above MF21 in 1-day chart around $17, around this, I will say is just to the upside. Risky, yes. Other test maybe to 22, 23, around here. If this level breaks, the next level is I'm gonna start looking for is 15. And from there, well, to 0. There is nothing below 15. 4-hour chart, the buy signal was around 17. The volume profile is not the WB is not following this price action anymore, so I will be careful. The bullish momentum was here from $15 to 19. But notice, actually this one, be careful. If you see, you can trade it, yes, but I would say you see another spike, is gonna be a short. Okay, that's it. But I said too young this asset. Maybe in some months we can check. Okay, let's talk about other coins. Let me see Bitcoin again because I want to see. Okay, Bitcoin is doing great. Let me see 1 hour. Okay. I will keep my shorts. I am expecting maybe $56,000 around there. I will close my short position around there maybe. Okay, let me see. We have 4 minutes left. You want me to check other altcoin or not? Let me check. Yeah. I want to talk about this channel is about cryptocurrencies, right? But let's talk about something very interesting or maybe boring for many about stocks and traditional markets. Okay. I'm gonna just spend 5 minutes talking about this because I consider it's very important in the long term. I'm talking next year and 2023. Dow Jones is actually for me an S&P 500. Of course, they are the most important assets in the world. But I want to show you something. This is the chart of the Dow Jones. Forever and ever, always is an uptrend. Where is the bear market? Just one time in 1927, right? But from there to the moon always, right? Technically speaking, it's fine. But let me tell you something here. Let me show you something. I don't know if you see this in other YouTube. I don't care. Honestly, I don't know if other trades are doing this. Yes, I'm doing this on my way. Something like this. If you see this trend line is starting from 1927, hit in 2000s in here. The second point is here, and now finally after 20 years is testing again this line. Right? It's testing again this line. I don't trade, I don't use classic technical analysis for cryptocurrencies, but traditional technical analysis actually, for stocks, actually, they are quite, I mean, I respect. Okay. So, by the end of this year, if this asset is closing below this line, or maybe, yeah, maybe all 2022. I will expect something like this every time when it's testing this line. What happened last time? Sorry, last time from 11,000 crashed to all the way to 7,000, and crash the worst actually was to 6,000. Okay, and now it's testing again this line after 20 years. So there is a very high probability in the next, maybe in the next 6 months, or maybe in the end of 2022, I hope so, or 2023. I honestly hope to be wrong. We will see something like this, a rejection, following this pattern. Okay. The reason for this is because we check monthly chart. We know what is this, right? If you are following this channel, you know what is this, right? We have a monthly sell signal, and monthly sell signal in Dow Jones actually. You were thinking just my system is just for cryptocurrencies. Well, now you can say no. Here. And what is going to happen here? Tell me. Based on the probabilities. The worst scenario is testing the MA55. So from here to here is 22% crash. Remember, for stocks and traditional markets, especially Dow Jones, 10% crash, 10% drop, or 20% drop is a crash. So be ready for this. Because if I am right, I hope to be wrong. We will see something like happen 2020, in March 2020, and even worse maybe. And well, we will have other opportunity to buy very cheap or assets, right, or coins and cryptocurrencies. You must be happy. Just be careful about this. That's why I am very conservative with Bitcoin and many altcoins, because I know now everything is all-time high. Dow Jones, many stocks. There are too many people greedy in right now. So market makers, they love this because they are easy targets. Think about this. This is my personal opinion. Last year, and part of the first month, the first 6 months of this year, how many people they were super bullish on Cardano? And how many people they are staking Cardano $2 or $3? Many, right? So as a professional trader or market maker, that kind of people, they are the best and the easiest to take their money. Why? Because they have no idea what they are doing. Just they are staking because the Cardano is the future, right? So that is the problem with the crypto space. There are many people like that. They have no idea what they are doing. Just they are buying something because the TikTokers say something, right? And they want to make money yesterday. That mentality, I call this like poor mentality. Okay, it's about more psychology. You have this kind of mentality. Be careful. Why? Because it doesn't matter you win the lottery and you make 100k. In the next 5 years, you will lose everything. Why? Because you don't have a financial education. Okay, so that's why if you think about this in the schools and this kind of things, places, universities, they don't teach about money. It's because of this. Because if people learn how to manage money, well, where is the business? Now, thinking about this is, if this setup is real, it will take maybe 6 months or 1 year to see. For now, I am expecting this pullback. In macro time frames, it's going to be pullback, but for many people in the economy, it's going to be a very bad impact. Many. We will see Bitcoin, many people cashing out. I don't follow news, but why do you know? I think you know more about news than me, right? But I read in some articles, this guy from Amazon and Elon Musk, they were selling their assets, right? Shares, right? I think 1 week or 2 weeks ago, right? Suddenly, now the new thing is coming to the world and this kind of things. Do you think it's coincidence? Of course not. Well, this is my personal opinion, right? Now, be careful with this, because as investors, people here, they will start selling in panic. And here, because we are traders in this channel, we are professionals, I think, we know one of the biggest moment to buy again in and hold is coming in the next maybe 2 years. That's why the next bear market for Bitcoin for me is gonna be very interesting, because many people, they don't believe Bitcoin is gonna can crash to maybe $10,000. They can see it impossible, especially people who are new in the bull market, in this market right now. And you know what is happening? What is gonna be funny? Like the people who bought $60,000 because they are expecting $1 million or something like that here. When Bitcoin crash to $10,000, they will sell everything here because it's a scam. It's Shiba Inu, right? And you know what? People like me, and I hope you, we are gonna be here. We are gonna be here, waiting for them, right? Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and see you next time. One thing, I'm gonna change the name of the channel, new logo, new intro. Actually, I don't have intro because I want to improve. Thank you for your support, and without your support in this channel, actually, I couldn't do this. Thank you. And also, I think someone told me, like, just two subscribers, and I'm gonna reach my first 100 subscribers. I know my live stream, my channel is very small, but I don't care. Thank you all for all your support. 100 followers. Finally, I broke the resistance for many years, because this is not the first time. This is like my second channel, second channel, and I couldn't surpass just 20 subscribers in my first try. Thank you.